Okay, so now that we're recording, tonight I'm talking about consistency, productive biz habits, growing and learning, and a positive mindset and everything as well. So for those of you who are new or who have been in a while, you probably hear me talk about all the time. We're planting seeds every single day in order to grow your garden and for a larger harvest later on. A lot of what we do each day is really repetitive with the tasks that we do. We're, reaching out to people, we're posting on social media, we're talking with people, we're growing our networks, etc., etc. And that's something we do every day, repeating it and putting ourselves out there every single day, over and over and over, duplicating tasks throughout the day, every day. And something that's really important in growing your garden is the consistency with completing tasks and getting and setting your own personal goals, no matter what your schedule is, every single day. For example, when I joined, I worked 50-hour weeks at an animal hospital, commuted 2 hours a day, went to the gym, had a family and a social life, and, in my first 2 months, promoted Ruby. And then 6 months, I was averaging, 4 figures. And then 10 months in, quit my 9-to-5 hospital job, had started earning over $2,000 monthly with this. And then 18 months in, promoted double diamond, earning double that, which is insane. And then earned my parents an additional $4,000 check monthly as well, which is insane. And, that's over the last, now I've been in the business 2 years, but I'm still getting feedback from seeds that I originally planted 2 years ago. I have people that reach out to me that are like, hey, I've been seeing you post about these products for 2 years now. Clearly you've gotten results, because I myself use the products, get my own results, and share about it. And people see that. They see that I'm 32 pounds down. They see my awesome skincare results now that I have with our new collection. They see me using it. They see me living my life every single day, and they're interested and intrigued and like, how did you do this when you used to work full time? And like, I didn't let working full time get in the way of me productively growing my business. And what that attributed to was, ultimately in the beginning, I took things out of my life that were not income producing activities. So, for example, I took away Netflix. I took away Pinterest scrolling because that was a waste of my time. I deleted Twitter. I stopped using Snapchat unless it was for video editing, in which we didn't have Instagram stories when I started. So 3 months I didn't use Snapchat. I just deleted it off my phone. Deleted, dating apps. I deleted things from my phone that were going to distract me because I didn't have a lot of time, but I really needed that extra income really bad. I worked full time and scraping by monthly, could barely afford to cover my, all of my bills. And then my student loans were kicking in, and I didn't have $300 a month in order to put forth that if I wanted to eat. So, and I didn't want to ask my parents. So I took everything out of my life, even though I didn't want to, but I was like, I need to do this in order to be successful, and 2 months in, promoted Ruby. Back in the day, it was a little bit more complicated to promote ranks. And then they made the changes to our promotions and everything like that, and it became a lot easier. So I promoted when it was harder, but I was working full time at that time, and I literally would wake up an hour earlier or go to bed an hour later to make sure I was fitting in tasks. Every time I picked up my phone, I'd go do a quick task. And those of you know that, sending out 10 messages takes less than a minute. Following 50 people takes less than a minute. And, if you need to follow, if you need to send out 50 messages a day, that's 5 minutes of your day. Planting seeds. Doesn't mean you have to answer them right away. You can answer them when you have time. But if you're planting and duplicating those messages throughout your day, and then you can message them back when you have like more time in your day. You don't have to message them back right away. Or, following, quick little snippets, 50 people at a time, that's a minute. Let's say you need to follow 300 plus people a day. That's a batch of following 6 times a day, because 6 times 50 is 300. Math is hard. I'm pretty sure that's right. And so like literally not that time consuming. Posting stories, super simple, especially because you guys get access to all of my stories that I spend time making with my fancy apps and everything. So you guys have access to all of them. So you literally can scroll all the way through that Tribe Stories Facebook chat and find ones that you like, or you can use my stories as long as you edit them so my account doesn't get flagged. And then, or you can text me and be like, hey, what's working for you or what's been working for you with enrollments? Can you send me a story? Yeah, I will gladly send you something. Just ask, it takes 2 seconds. Sorry, hold on. And then it'll go from there, and it keeps growing over time, and sometimes results aren't immediate, but over time you're planting and watering those seeds, watching your garden grow, and it'll continue to go from there. Sorry, I have someone trying to enter and they're having issues. When you guys hopped on the Zoom and you clicked join meeting, did it ask you for the password? Or did you just let you join with the code? Can you guys are all muted, so type in the chat, or like Miranda, if you can like nod or someone can say how they got on, that'd be great so I can like help her. I need the password. Okay, so you guys all got the passcode and it worked the first time. I just have someone new that's trying to hop on and they are trying to figure that out. Use passcode. Okay, so planting those seeds and doing that consistently throughout your day, and then productive biz habits. If you find yourself someone that's, find yourself scrolling aimlessly on social media, that is not a productive business habit. If you're sharing memes, articles, or constantly sharing all those things that you see in your news feed all the time on Facebook, you're sharing memes, pointless articles that are out of date, pictures of animals, those aren't productive. Those are not income producing. Yeah, it's okay to share that occasionally, but not constantly, because it takes up time throughout your day. So for me, I literally removed anything and everything and anything that wasn't going to be activity while I was doing it. And I kind of just developed from there. And, did I want to get rid of my Pinterest scrolling or get rid of my Snapchat or get rid of my, my Netflix time? And I think in the beginning, yeah, I needed to, because I didn't have a lot of time during my day. And so I used what I could get. I stopped, watching TV. I stopped listening to the radio. And what I did instead, when I was in the car, I listened to self-development, or I listened to a training Zoom on YouTube, or I listened to like a recording that, like my leader sent me and been like, hey, watch this. And, I just got developed from there. Sorry, hold on, you guys. Alrighty. And then, so some other things I want to talk about today is mindset and everything as well. So, you guys probably hear me talk about this all the time, is this business is 80% mindset and 20% skill, because what we do is pretty simple. You're doing reach outs, posting, talking to people, talking with me, and growing your network every day. Pretty simple, not very time consuming. What is time consuming and hard is duplicating it and replicating those actions in not and like staying consistent and everything like that. And what is a contributing factor to staying consistent is your mindset and feeding your brain with positivity and something that's going to keep you motivated. And the biggest thing that helped me was my reason why when I got started. So that's why I'm always like, well, why did you join? What is this money going to help you with? You know, are you looking to get healthier? Like, what do you want out of this? You want lifelong friends? You know, there's so many different things that you can get from this. For me, it was I desperately needed the extra money. I had no time or energy to get a different job. So I was like working from my phone. Cool. Did I have a social media like presence? No, I had to learn. And Instagram and Facebook have definitely developed over the last 2 years. So it's been a huge change for me personally. I've had to adapt along the way, but there's a lot of great trainings to do so. And luckily you guys have me, so you get to learn from all of my mistakes and you get to surpass all of those, which is awesome. But I was listening to a training today because I like to fill my own cup up first in order so I can help you guys and coach you through things as well. And something that I heard today, it was talking about the thing that will make or break you in this business is you. And that like really hit me because, you know, we all have different seasons, you know, in life or in business. You know, business will always fluctuate in different seasons. Like, you know, sales, it's always going to go up and down. And what it comes to is you staying focused on your goals, and your goal, essentially all of you joined for that extra income. You know, what will $300 extra a month do for you? Will it cover, you know, gas money, grocery money, a phone bill, your loan payments? Will you be able to put some of it in your savings? You know, Christmas is coming up, or holiday season, you want to get gifts to your family. Like, any of those things that's going to help you with. So that's a goal that you can be like, oh my gosh, this extra income is amazing. I get to work from my phone and I'm going to earn money to help out along the way. And, you know, like, and that's what I focused on. And that's how I grew, because I joined 2 years ago, November 3rd. So it was during that time, holiday season, when money was really tight, but I figured it out. And I spent my grocery budget for 2 months, which is because it was $99. I spent 2 months worth of grocery budget, but it was definitely worth it. Every penny of that $99. But some other things, sorry guys, I like rant a lot. You guys should know this. Some other things I heard while I was listening to that Zoom was, struggle is guaranteed, but success is not. And ultimately, you're the one that determines your success with this, whether it's your mindset and your consistency and always being willing to learn and grow and excel in something that might be outside of your comfort zone. This definitely wasn't anywhere close to my comfort zone when I got started, to be honest. I normally didn't really like people. That was something I struggled with, like talking to people in general. It was really hard. So I had to learn, and I had to like learn in order to be a leader and help people. And, you know, like it was different. It was something new, but I wasn't going to like, what's the word? I lost my point. Sorry guys, I get sidetracked and then I forget things. I wasn't going to allow myself to not try, you know, like I would never know if I was going to be good at something without trying. It's my overall point. Another thing, sorry, I know this is like very jumbled. I have someone trying to get on and they can't figure it out, and I'm trying to like help them through it, but I don't know if they can get on or not, which is okay. Because I am recording this. The last thing I want to touch on for mindset that I heard today for all of you guys is failure isn't final until you quit. So in this business, whether you're new or you've been in a while or you're coming back, no is something we will hear on the daily. And no, hearing the word no is something that we've never wanted to hear any time in our lives, you know, like, mom and dad, can I have dessert? No. Like, can I go to a friend's house? No. Can, like, you know, like, it's just not a fun thing to experience. No one likes to hear no or feel rejected. For me, it was all a mindset that I had to develop. Was the word no in this business never means no. It means not right now. And so, for example, when you go into a store and it's sample Sunday or samples on the weekend, and someone's like, oh, do you want to try this? And you're like, no, that's okay, thanks. You just keep on walking and don't even think about it. That's kind of like what we're doing when we do reach outs. And if someone were to say no to you, they just don't have all the information, or, you know, maybe you caught them at a bad time, and they'll come back. Because half the time when I'm in a store, I'll come back to something like, oh, wait, I actually want to try that because that looks good. You know, it takes a little bit. It's all about planting those seeds and being consistent. And, you know, getting a no doesn't mean you failed. It just means, you know, not right now. And they'll come back. I have people that say no to me every single day. I get no's. I get ignored. All those things the last 2 years. And, you know, I've had people come back to me. They're like, hey, I know I've blown you off for 6+ months, 7 months, a year, but I'm ready to order now, or I'm ready to join your team, or anything like that. And I'm like, okay, great. Now is your time. Awesome. And, you know, like, their seed wasn't ready to be harvested at that time, you know, and it was all set into motion and like had a plan. And that also touches base on, within this business, you know, my faith and my belief have definitely grown as well too. And with faith comes confidence. And when you're confident about something, you become passionate about it. And when you're passionate about something, people vibe off of that. And it's incredible. And they'll be more interested and want more info, and it'll just keep growing from there. And like, once I became more excited and I kind of got the routine of like what I was doing, and I started reaching like little goals and everything that I had set for myself, it just my business kept exploding. And, you know, I just had to keep that excitement near me. So I stayed engaged in like my team pages. You know, I was in a team chat with hundreds and thousands of people back in the day when I joined. And then we got like divided up under diamond leaders. And I was like, I'm going to be best friends with this diamond leader because I want to be a diamond. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the ranks yet, like, diamonds average, you know, 2K monthly. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, they're like royalty. Like, that's what I thought. I was like, oh my God, like, you're a unicorn. I can never do that. I joined for 300. I'll be lucky if I make 100. That was my mindset. And, you know, after a couple months, my mindset flipped. I was like, wow, I can do this. You know, I can do this. I can talk to people. I can talk to my mentor every day. And I got this. Sorry, I'm just sending steps really quick. But it kind of just grew from there. And I just want to, when I want to talk about mindset, is to never give up on your gardens, you guys. Never give up on planting, on watering your gardens. And you got to let them grow at their own pace, you know, and it is okay no matter what your pace is for your garden. You know, your journey is your journey. And, you know, some people's journeys might be faster, and that's okay. Some might be slower. That's okay. You know, it took me 10 months to promote Diamond. There are people who joined after me who promoted faster. There's people who joined, you know, just a couple months ago, and they're already Diamond. And I'm like, wow, it took me 10 months. There's people that it took me 18 months to promote Double Diamond. She promoted Double Diamond in 14 days. 14. I was like, holy crap, you know, but like, that's amazing. And I was like, if they can do it, like, I can do it. I know I can do it again, and I can teach other people how to do it, but it takes practice. You know, practice makes perfect. You guys probably hear that if you were in a sport growing up or anything like that. You know, you had to develop those skills and those healthy habits. And it happens with time. You know, when you are in college and you're taking a new class, you don't go into that class knowing everything. You have to learn. You have to show up to class every day. You have to put in the time studying. You have to take, you know, the tests, you know, you have to ask questions, you have to learn and grow, but you have to water, you know, water your brain. You got to feed your brain with the subject matter of that class in order to excel in it. You know what I mean? So with success in this business, it's by planting those seeds, watering your garden, growing your mind, believing in yourself, and never giving up on your goals. Whether they're big, small, whatever you join for, it can be accomplished, but you determine your success. Your mindset determines how far you will go in this business. And speaking as someone who used to be a very negative Nancy person in her life, that was me when I joined. I was very negative. I struggled in the beginning until I learned how to switch my mindset, believe in myself, ask questions, and it just flourished from there. So I wanted to have this Zoom tonight, and I know there's a lot of talking, but to touch on some things that have helped me excel in this business that are really important that maybe a lot of us don't think about every single day. And I'm hoping that, you know, there's a couple new people on here and new people will watch this as well, that they'll kind of get a better vibe as well, and understand that, you know, their journey with this business is ultimately up to them, no matter how fast or slow it is. But we as a team are always going to be there for each other, and we need to learn how to lean on each other. And that's why I have the huge team chat. You know, that's why you guys can come talk to me every single day. If you have a life problem, you have a business problem, you know, you just need to talk to somebody, let me know, because that's what I'm here for. And I've been through anything and everything in this business. I've been through heartbreak. I've been through family issues. I've been through major health issues, health scares. I've been through ups and downs. I've been through losing a full-time job and getting a new job. I've been through, you know, going full-time, working from my phone and having that freedom. You know, I've been through a lot. And no matter what life throws at you, know that the one thing you can control is the action you take every single day in your business. So when life was crazy for me, I blocked it out of my mind, put my blinders on, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go message 10. I'm going to go follow. I'm going to add to my story. I'm going to talk to my mentor. And I just focused on things I could control. And that was how I acted in my behaviors. But I hope that helps you guys with me touching on the consistency, productive biz habits. And if you guys hopped on later, you can rewatch this video, because I'm going to be recording it and I'll post it to my YouTube later as well. And I'll share it in the chat. But I'm going to stop